Here's some awesome news to those who wish to get in touch and share their feedbacks and suggestions about Better Me Podcast. Now you could subscribe to Better Me Podcast in YouTube and get free access to more interesting content.
You are listening to the Better Me podcast. Before we get into today's episode, wish you all a fantabulous day ahead. Today's episode is going to be about 7 simple rules of life that everyone must live by. The first one is to make peace with your past so that it won't disturb your future. People are into the habit of living in the past that they forget to live at the moment. At the moment or the now is called the present for a reason, because you won't be able to alter what has happened in the past, or you won't be able to change what will happen in the future. But you have unlimited power to change anything that can happen now. That's why it's called the present. So try to make peace with the past, even if it's going to be something that was really very bitter or something that really was hurtful. Try to make peace with your past so that you can live your life normally and happily. The next one is, please do not think of what other people might think about you, because that is none of your business. Most people are trapped into this idea of what other people might think, and they act in such a way just to please others. But by doing so, they forget that they are forgetting to live their life of their own choice. Act in a way that you like. Why should you ever be bothered about somebody else? Somebody else's opinion is their own opinion, and it's got nothing to do with you. If you are really strong of what you want in your life and you have a clear idea and approaching it the appropriate way, then you don't have to worry about what other people think of you. What other people think of you is absolutely none of your business. Remember this. The next one is, the only person in charge of your happiness is you. Most people are into the habit of complaining that they are not happy because of the situation, or because they aren't lucky, or just simply because of somebody else. And it's really funny that you place your happiness onto some external source. Happiness is an inside job. Happiness depends upon what you have in your mind. It is a state of being. You can be happy if you choose to be. It is as simple as that. So remember that only you can make yourself happy, just by changing your mindset, just by changing your perspective about life, instead of complaining, instead of trying to put the fault on something else. If you work on improving your own self, being happy, trying to be happy, is itself going to make you really the most happiest person. And one other thing that people have to know in life is, time heals almost everything. And what you should be doing for it is just give it time. Every one of us might have been hurt in our life. We might have gone through the worst phase of our lives, and it might be haunting us. But remember, it's not going to haunt you forever. If winter comes, can spring be far behind? The same applies to everything in life. So just give it time. Give time to anything, and it will almost heal you perfectly. All that you need to do is to not stress too much about it and just give time. The next rule of life is to stop thinking so much. It's alright not to know all the answers. Most people think that they should know everything, and they start overthinking. For most of the issues in our life, we might not be able to find the answers, and that is absolutely okay. Learn to live by how life takes you. Avoid surprises. That's how life becomes life. Otherwise, if you're going to be predicting everything, or life becomes so predictable, you're not going to enjoy life. So there's no point in thinking too much. Overthinking is the most important killer of happiness. Stop thinking too much if you want to be happy. The final one here is a very simple rule, but most people forget it in busy life. It is really very simple, and all that you need to do is just smile. Yes, you don't own all the problems in this world. You don't have to be gloomy, sad. Just smile, just be happy. There are problems, yes, everybody in this world has problems. And that doesn't mean that you shouldn't be smiling. That doesn't mean you shouldn't be happy. So it is okay to smile and be happy. It doesn't mean that you should be stressing yourself all the time just because you've got some problems. There are numerous ways to solve a problem, and all problems have solutions, so you don't have to worry about it. If you don't find an answer for a problem, then it's not a problem. Instead, it's a truth to be accepted. Well, that being the case, you don't have to worry at all, because all problems have solutions and you're going to be finding a solution if it's a problem. And you don't have to stress about life too much. Smile. It costs you nothing, and it gives you so much back. It makes you look younger, it makes you more healthy, and it gives you that boost of energy which makes your life more enthusiastic and beautiful.